Alrighty, Mr. Gatekeeper here. Right here, my second location. First amplifier test video. Very excited about that. I work wherever I parlay. What we have here is we have a Golden Eagle 250. Okay. I've had to do a few things to it, I guess, as you can already see with the switches. This thing needed 4 new switches. Every switch in this thing was bad. I pretty much just grabbed some switches I had laying around. And as you can see, I went ahead and changed all the LEDs to blue. Okay, I had one that was blown, so while I was at it, I thought I'd go ahead and switch them all out there. This amp was very dirty. Very dirty. I know I probably went through at least 40 to 50 Q-tips cleaning this dang thing out, man. This thing was dirty. Dirty. We got 4 old school style Motorola 455s in this thing. Great shape. Real decent HFE value. Alrighty, I had to retune the output just a bit. The input was fine. Added a couple of power wires here just to kind of help beefing up a few things. They had a wire coming here to the back of this transformer, and then it leads on to the next. I just went ahead and added another wire just to kind of make me feel a little bit better about that. As well, right here, this amp took a plug that you plugged in and had the power wires. Well, I didn't have that plug when I purchased this amp, so I just went ahead and soldered two power wires there on the back here. And the neat thing about that, if you wish to put some bigger wires on this thing, you can just unsolder them and add some more with ease. Show you back there. There you go. So if you ever want to add just some bigger wire, which I know this is kind of thin, but it's good enough to get the job done. But if you would like to add some bigger wires, you can just solder right there on the back. And they had just a little thin thing going to the fuse. I just added another one there just to kind of thicken that up. But yeah, she's good to go, man. I think the most labor in this thing was cleaning it up. And this is a neat little part of the amp right here. I'm not sure if it works. I haven't got the amp hot enough for it to kick in. But basically this right here is relayed into your relay. And that's pretty much your power going to your relay. So this is a thermal switch. If this amplifier gets too hot, that switch will actually disconnect and will disconnect the power going to the relay. It's a real nice little safety mechanism there. So that's pretty cool. The preamp does work. It's not super strong, but I did test it out and it does work. Alright, let's go ahead. What we have set up here, I don't have everything on here set up the way I really wanted. I'm still kind of organizing and building up. Are you calling my name? No. I'm about to say I'm doing a video, Cotton Picker. Alright. We got the output here. We got a 500 watt slug there. I did have 1,000, but I just figured out this 1,000 right here, and it's brand new. Supposedly brand new. But it is not reading correctly. The Barefoot Radio is doing like 200 watts on that thing. I didn't like that at all. So I'm going to have to send that back and get that recalibrated or something. So we got a 500 watt here on the output and average. We got a Gatekeeper built dummy load here, equipped with 40x 2K resistors in parallel, 5 watt. And I think I'm gonna make a separate video on this dummy load and explain what these are for. Really neat. This dummy load right here alone can tune your meter, calibrate your meter more accurate than a bird. I can actually read the RF voltage going into this can more accurate than a bird, but we'll talk about that in another video. Here's my input. Okay, alright, so there she be. Here's my 4 watt radio. Modulation turned up to 100%, fully stock, dead key variable on the RF gain knob. Okay, voltage regulated, dead key variable. And to show you that, all I gotta do is flip this forward. Okay, and show you on the input meter here. That's reading about 4 or 5 watts. Now I will tell you that this ain't the jumpers I'm going to be using final. I've got 2 sets here, so I'm just kind of doing what I got to do to get by. But if you had everything hooked directly up to the meter and everything, it would show exactly 4 watts. So it's showing a little bit more, which is fine. Yeah. So it's right there about 5 watts. Okay, 5 watts RMS. I'll show you on the dozy here. 20 watt scale. Yeah, right there about 12-13 watts. RMS. Yeah, right there about 4.5 watts. Okay. We're gonna flip back to 1,000 watt scale, back to peak. Alright. On to the amplifier. Turn on. We got it on low. We'll leave it on low. Okay, let's check. Look at the RMS, 500 watts. So we're looking at the middle scale where it says 50. 50 is 500, 20 is 200, 10 is 100. In between that is 50 watts. Oh, so that's right there about 100 watts RMS. We'll flip it to high. Oh, yeah. So that's right there about 130 to 140. So let you take a look at the voltage that we're on over here. 15.2 when I key. Jumping up to about 15.8. And that is not accurate. The RF is messing with that meter. It's actually dropping. Y'all, hey, I just got done setting all this up like 15 minutes ago. I got the meter a little close over there, so she's probably going to be dropping to right there about 15 volts. These power supplies usually never drop no more than about 0.2 volts. Because that ain't correct right there. The RF's messing with it. Alright, peak on the dozy. We're on the 2,000, 4,000 watt scale. We're on the 2,000 watt. Okay. Here's peak on the dozy. That's 400 watts. 400 watts even. Alright, let me switch this back around, show you the input real quick. Oh yeah, input looks great. If you flip it back on low, absolutely none at all, just a tiny hair. So the input looks great. So there you go. Sorry man, I haven't done a video yet on this bench, so I think I did everything out of order. But there you go, you got 4 455s, 4 pill Golden Eagle 250, but she is doing more than 250. After I got in there and retuned the output, got everything going, she's doing about twice as the front would say she would do. But if you look at that RMS, she will do about 200, 250 RMS. That's the hot radio up there that I'm going to be using, which is a Cobra 148 Stickman mod, Stickman tune. But for right now, we're just driving the bench radio, which is 4 to 5 watts, about 12 to 14 watts PEP. You got 400 watt PEP out of it, about 140 bird RMS. God bless y'all, 73rds.